Today, let's embark on a mesmerizing journey into the shadows of history, where the depths of cruelty have no boundaries. As we delve deeper, we will encounter the icy grip of history's darkest deeds, where torment reigns supreme. Together, we'll navigate through the chilling expanse of ancient brutality, where each tale of torment unfolds with haunting detail. Whispers of agony will echo through time, gradually revealing the sinister and ominous legacy of ancient punishments and torture. Picture the shadows dancing with the ghosts of the past as the chilling touch of despair lingers on, enveloping us in a cloak of darkness. So brace yourself for an unforgettable exploration of the most brutal and inhumane acts of punishment and torture known to history. The first on our list is the most iconic, the Blood Eagle. Transport yourself back to a time shrouded in darkness and fear, where the echoes of agony fill the air. In the ancient squares, witness the chilling scenes of brutal executions, the ground soaked with the blood of the condemned. Amidst these harrowing accounts lies the Blood Eagle, a macabre practice attributed to the formidable Viking tribes of old Scandinavia. Envision the victim bound and vulnerable, as the executioners meticulously carve flesh and muscle from their back, crafting a grotesque imitation of wings akin to a majestic eagle. The tension thickens as ribs are shattered, contorted to mimic the motions of wings in a ghastly display of power and terror. This ritual transcends mere punishment. It was a visceral offering to the ancient deities, a chilling blend of cruelty and reverence that left an indelible mark on the tapestry of history. The process usually starts with the person lying on their front waiting. This form of execution was a kind of ritual, so no doubt it would have happened in a particular place and would have been observed by many Viking men. The naked victim is then approached by an executioner with a very sharp knife or something bigger like an axe. He might have had an eagle carved into his skin in some cases. With that knife, he then tears through the flesh in the man's back with so much power. Then he severs the ribs. Those ribs are pulled and stretched outwards like wings. The piece de resistance is when the man's lungs are pulled through his back and wrapped over the rib wings. This procedure was supposed to give more of an impression of a bird's wings, hence the Blood Eagle. It sounds too bad to be accurate, so how do we know this happened? Therein, people did go through this. Halfdan was one of them. He was a king's son whose crimes were so severe that even his father banished him, which led to his ultimate capture by a chieftain. His punishment by the Blood Eagle was when he raided a particular village and killed indiscriminately. Now that that's over with, let's take a quick look at another brutal, inhuman act of punishment. This one would have you wincing. It's none other than the crucifixion. Crucifixion was an essential punishment for Persians, Seleucids, Carthaginians, and Romans from the 6th century BC. Constantine ended it in the Roman Empire in the 4th century CE in respect for Jesus Christ. The ancient execution scene was like a dark epic unfolding before us. There were various methods of performing the gruesome act of execution, and let's just say they were anything but painless. Picture the condemned man enduring the brutal whipping and stripping which could last for hours, and then dragged and bound with outstretched arms to the crossbeam. Nails were driven through the wrists, securing the body in a position of excruciating agony. The crossbeam hoisted against the upright shaft with feet tightly bound or nailed. The condemned man would be at least 10 feet in the air as he met his gruesome fate slowly. Above is a notice detailing the criminal's name and crime, a grim reminder of their fate. Death, a cruel combination of constrained blood circulation, organ failure, and asphyxiation awaited as the body strained under its weight. In a final act of brutality, shattering the legs with an iron club hastened the inevitable, depriving the condemned of breath and life. Crucifixion was most frequently used to punish political or religious agitators, pirates, enslaved people, or those who had no civil rights. We have saved the worst of them to keep you on your toes, the breaking wheel. The breaking wheel was an ancient form of torture and execution and was a harrowing sight for even the toughest of men. The condemned would be strapped to the board and would be positioned facing the wheel with steel spikes that would pierce their body as it rolled over them. This torturous process, with each turn of the wheel, inflicted excruciating pain, pulling the body upwards. As time passed into the Middle Ages in Europe, particularly in the Holy Roman Empire, this barbaric practice transformed into a macabre public event, reserved for men convicted of heinous crimes like aggravated murder. The breaking wheel became a chilling spectacle, a grim reminder of the harsh justice of the era. In the ancient times of the Holy Roman Empire, the execution scene was not for the faint of heart, and the documents of the Holy Roman Empire even preserved a description of the execution. Picture the poor condemned soul dragged mercilessly by a horse to meet their fate after being tied to a board. As each calculated strike on their arms and legs breaks not just their bones but their muscles, it doesn't stop there, as the final fatal blow to the spine comes hard and fast, and the broken body is then inserted into the wheel and is fixed atop a pole. The grim sight of the criminal left to perish afloat on the wheel tells a dark tale of the unforgiving justice of that era. And the last on our list is the Iron Maiden. The Iron Maiden was the creme de la creme for punishment tortures. It is both an instrument of torture and execution, supposedly used in the Middle Ages to punish criminals. Picture an upright wooden or metal box, each source offering a unique portrayal. The variations add to the mystery, from menacing nails and sharp blades to a human-shaped silhouette or an Egyptian sarcophagus. The version with the cylindrical case topped by a woman's head mask stands out, lending it a captivating allure. As the door shuts, the individual trapped inside is subjected to unimaginable pain and suffering. In one version, the condemned person was placed in a vertical coffin with blades or spikes slowly closing, forcing them to press against the blades until they bled out. The second version of the Iron Maiden had a pressure mechanism, possibly the first of its kind in execution tools. It originated in Sparta under Nabis' rule. Legend says it wasn't a coffin, but a statue resembling Nabis' wife Allega, with nails on the chest and arms. When Nabis used it for executions, the statue's arm opened and the victim faced it. Nabis would push the statue to embrace the victim, driving the nails deeper into the guilty. From the chilling embrace of ancient civilizations' macabre devices and how they used, we've learnt a lot. These tales remind us of humanity's darker moments. As we dive into the past, uncovering the harsh realities of justice and retribution, painting a vivid picture of the brutal punishments of the old. Let these stories linger, a haunting glimpse into our shared history's shadowy past. So guys, we have reached the end of today's video, and if you got something out of this video, remember to like, comment your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe. See you next time.